Mr. Jim Kochvar.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you being out here today. And my name is Jim Kochvar. I was born and raised right here in Panama City, Florida. I'm running to be your Bay County property appraiser. And I'd like to tell you a few reasons why I think I'm the right candidate for that. First and foremost, I am an appraiser. In fact, when I look out in the crowd, and today while I was talking to many of you, I saw many and talked to many people that I have appraised property for. My clients use my appraisal reports for several different financial reasons. Sometimes the largest financial reasons are financial transactions they ever make. I've also managed an office with 45 to 50 people or employees. And in that position, I have managed, and in that managing, I have hired, motivated, appraised, reviewed appraisals, promoted employees. So I've got the management skills I think that we need for this position. Also, in my appraisals, I have stood in many of you's kitchen and living room. And I've listened to the taxpayers talk about their taxes and their insurance in Florida. I am a good listener, and I plan on using that skill to help the property tax owners. I've also have been appointed as a special magistrate. As a special magistrate, I've listened to taxpayers and helped to lower the assessments. I think that Bay County needs a property appraiser who has the experience to appraise property, needs to be fair and equitable, and with that experience can defend the appropriate assessment for the Bay County taxpayers. On August 26th, I ask that you vote for Jim Kochvar, property appraiser. Thank you.
Next candidate is Mr. Jeff Porter.
My goodness, what a good-looking bunch of voters. How y'all can see who I am. Responsible leadership and realistic results is both my campaign philosophy and slogan. Over the last few years, there's many things that have led us to where we are today, but the one that stood out the most to me was a profound lack of leadership. I've been fortunate in my life to have had some wonderful leaders come through my life. Starting with my father, Curtis Porter, was a successful businessman, loving father, and a committed community servant. In my professional career, I was honored enough to have worked in the service of Governor Jeb Bush for a while. And in the service of the governor, I learned a very important lesson, and that's that one person, committed in mind and spirit, can make a difference and reform the world around him. I was honored in leaving the governor's service, to work in the Florida House of Representatives under administrations of two speakers of the House. And one of those speakers had a very profound impact on my life and my philosophy, and that was Speaker Alan Bentz. In watching him operate, I became convinced that compassion, strength, and the ability to compromise are not mutually exclusive traits and can live and thrive together. And while none of the actions that I did with any of these men made them the successes that they were, much of what they did in their lives have made me both a better man and a better servant. And many of these traits will be necessary in reforming the business model used by the property appraiser in the future. In the last year, between 1,600 and 1,700 of our fellow citizens felt aggrieved enough with their property assessments that they needed to file claims with the Value Adjustment Board seeking relief. But very few of them actually got the relief they were looking for. And the big problem there is that they're trying to treat symptoms but never getting to the root cause of the problem. And if we keep treating symptoms, we're never going to be able to cure the causes of the problems that have plagued us. And my goals as your next property appraiser are simple. I believe that everybody should be able to look at their assessed value and say to themselves, I could sell my property for that in a reasonable amount of time. That number should not have to be the most value that anything could ever bring in the market, or a number based on some use that some other person would have for your land. Second, I believe that the property appraiser's office should be a world-class customer service organization. If a citizen comes in with a problem with their assessed value, I believe staff should be looking for a way to help that person instead of invoking the much abused presumption of correctness. And much progress has been made in that respect under the leadership of Zane Spencer, but I think there's still a long way to go. And finally, I think we must take our message to Tallahassee and change some of the egregious nature of law pertaining to assessment methodology that has plagued us so in the past few years. And that's a world that I understand well, and I will work tirelessly with our legislative delegation to try and change the nature of the law that has plagued us so in the past. And I also want you to know that I don't stand before you today because I want to be the big man on campus. I stand before you today because I am committed in mind and spirit to bring meaningful reform to the world of the property appraiser's office. And with your help, we can bring meaningful reform to our assessment process. I ask for your support and your vote. And don't forget, on August 26th, vote early, vote often, and vote Jeff Porter for Bay County Property Appraiser.
Thank you, Jeff. Next candidate is Mr. Mike Sharp.
Thank you. I'm Mike Sharp. I'm one of the candidates for property appraiser. Had the opportunity to be a lifelong native of Bay County, born and raised here. Me and my beautiful wife Tanya of 16 years have two great boys, Austin and Harrison, 11 and 14. We've been seeing y'all active throughout the society and community and so many things. I've had the opportunity over the years to show, sorry about the wind, opportunity to serve in a lot of leadership capacities around the county. The Bay County Association of Realtors has allowed me to, elected me to serve 2 different terms as president in 95 and 99. I've been past president of the Visual Arts Center in Northwest Florida, past president of the Beach Optimist Club, served in a lot of other capacities, boards and organizations. For 21 years, I've owned and operated a title insurance company where I've sat down day in and day out with folks buying, selling, refinancing their homes, to restructure debt, to get out of situations, to take advantage of opportunities to move and grow up as their family grew. I've got the chance to see and talk firsthand with individuals. That's what it's about. I'm the type of person, I give 150% to what I do. I answer my own telephone. And Jeff, that wasn't me that did the security alarm on the car. So just that's not my style. My wife and I got married at First Baptist Church downtown, and we still continue to worship there. Really had the opportunity to see a lifelong change after serving you for 21 years in the title insurance related business. When I've seen firsthand the need to step in and make change. For several years, I chaired the local government committee for the Chamber of Commerce, where we met with all the different city managers, county commission, all the city commissions. There's a tremendous need to bring unity with respect to all the different cities, to provide the information to the consumers in a way that they can understand. Zane and the staff down there, if they're doing a good job, there's always opportunity for improvement. As somebody that's hired and fired people over many years, I've seen the opportunity to see the type of team members you want to invest in and support through education and to empower them to serve the community even better. So on August 26th, I'd like the opportunity for you to vote for Mike Sharp. I'm the one with the bright yellow signs that wake you up early in the morning, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Next speaker is Stan Soul.
Thank you, Ryan. Good afternoon, everyone. Man, what a beautiful day we've been blessed with, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, since beginning my career at the Property Appraiser's Office over 19 years ago, it has been my desire to serve as Bay County's property appraiser. The first 15 years of my career were in the computerized mapping department. During that time, I earned my Certified Florida Evaluator designation. In 2005, I was chosen to be the first branch manager of our beach office. And then in July of 2006, I was promoted to Assistant Chief Deputy. Having been a strong advocate for property tax reform for years, I'm extremely pleased to see those efforts finally paying off. The recent progress that has been made toward meaningful property tax reform by the passage of Amendment 1 along with the opportunity we will likely have in November for further property tax relief, will help prevent large increases in assessments and bring much needed predictability to the property tax system. As property appraiser, I will keep the pressure on those who would attempt to benefit from unwarranted exemptions and land classification designations. Since October of last year, our homestead fraud prevention efforts have placed over $6 million back on the tax roll. And in the last 2.5 years, we've added $250,000 in revenue back to the county coffers. I will continue the efforts that our office has begun to expand the educational opportunities of our staff. My plans are to take our website live and provide live real-time tax roll data. As of a couple weeks ago, our website has had over 45 million hits. It's a very popular site, as you all know. As a fourth-generation Bay Countyan, I care deeply about Bay County, its citizens, and its future. And the Bay County citizens can rest assured that my allegiance is with them and them alone. My goal is a simple one: to give Bay County the best property appraiser's office in the state of Florida. And with the Lord's help and the help of our dedicated professional staff, I am confident I can achieve my goal. I will be most grateful for your support on August 26th. Thank you very much.